Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the garage simulator, wherever the hell we are. This is Turbo Talon Golf. Today's Tuesday, the 13th of January, 2026. I was at my local Uinta Golf and I found some treasure in the used club section. Today I'm going to be playing with a set of Ping I2 Plus irons from God knows when. I don't know exactly what year they were manufactured, but here are those bad boys. They're red dot. I wanted black dot, but red dot will do just fine. And this set is 2 through pitching wedge, 2 iron through pitching wedge. So in the bag I've got a 58, a 54 wedge all the way down through 2 iron with the Ping I2 Plus red dots. I wish they were black dots. They're not. If it's a big enough deal, I'll get a bender and I will change them to black dots, if you catch my drift. We've got the Ping G430 Max 15 degree 3 wood here, and then our Ping G430 10K Max, or whatever it's called, Max 10K 9 degree driver. So that's the bag, and then of course the lab putter. I've already gone in and done my bag mapping, so GSPro should be telling me the numbers for these Ping I2 irons, and hopefully we can put a round together. Today we're going to play the No Pros League, the SGT No Pros League. It's Golf Club of Bucyrus. And we remember from around a couple of weeks ago, Bucyrus is in Ohio. This golf club is in Ohio. And that is how that is pronounced according to Google.
Bucyrus. Bucyrus.
All right, I don't know. Bucyrus. Anyhow, let's get to it. We're playing 5-foot gimmies, 50, let's call it 6,000 yard tees, Thursday pins, normal green firmness, firm fairways, 10 stimp. We got to pay attention to the 10 stimp or we're going to lose a lot of strokes on the green. And then calm wind. We're at 1,000 feet above sea level. And we're using the Ping I2 Plus irons today. 2 iron through pitching wedge. 2 iron through pitching wedge, people. And we'll play some shitty TikToks too. I've got a few, but we're only going to play 1 round today because I took so much time bag mapping these Ping irons. They're old. They're probably from the 1980s. They might be from the early 90s. I'm not sure how to tell that, but here we go. And I didn't change the grips. And some of them are pretty old and they hurt. I'm starting to get calluses in spots I didn't already have calluses already. I didn't already have calluses already. Yeah, you can tell what kind of day it's been. Okay, we got 204 yards to the pin. It's saying to use a 3 iron. So here we go, guys, with the 3 iron. Ping I2 Plus 3 iron here. 3 iron. Can you see it? I'm already scared. Ball's going to want to go a little to the right, and I honestly hope it does because we kind of need to miss this tree. But we're not here to get any sort of score. We're just here to use these irons I just found at Uinta on a whim, and I was just talking about them yesterday. So I don't even have to wait for them to come in from eBay. Not bad, guys. Not bad for a set of irons. It's almost 40 years old. That didn't quite carry as far as I wanted it to, but we were hitting out of the rough and it wasn't the best shot. Bucyrus, the virus. All right, sculling the fuck out of the wedge as usual. We'll get there. All right, we're gonna bogey the first hole probably at a minimum, assuming I can sink this putt. It's almost not moving at all. 11 footer. There's that 10 stimp, guys. I knew it was gonna get us. I knew it was gonna get us. It got us. We've been gotten. Double bogey on the first hole. The good news about a double bogey on the first hole is you really can't go anywhere but up from there. That ball had less than 1,000 RPM a spin, kind of fell out of the air. I don't see that stuff ever happen in real life, so I don't know if it's a launch monitor misread or not. You tell me. 76, it's calling for this here wedge. We should be able to get out of here with a par. We'll find a way to whittle away those 2 strokes. The shot's not doing anything. Let's hit it 29 feet. 10 stimp though. And I got a feeling we're gonna get bit in the ass by the 10 stimp for at least the front 9, possibly the entire course. 148 yards is telling me to use my Ping I2 6 iron. Guys, remember before they started loft jacking clubs to sell, to help sales, clubs didn't hit as far, which is why it was not uncommon to have these long irons in the bag. Let's just see if we can get a ball up on the green here. Ping I2 Plus 6 iron. It's doing the typical Shelby wander to the right, but that was our club, guys. I bag mapped these before the round, and here you go. We got a little bit of a chippy chip shot over here. We're on 10 stimp. 10 stimpy stimps. I'm not sure why that ball jettisoned off that. Yeah, I am. We're running firm green or firm fairways and normal greens. So we're gonna take another bogey here. No use in talking about it, I suppose. 22 feet, 23 feet. That was close. There's another bogey for you. That puts us 3 up. Score's not that much different than it would be with a regular set of brand new current decade irons. So we'll see what continues to conspire here. We know we're nursing a slice. Let's just hit the 3 wood. I don't really want to put a ball in the water. If I'm going to get a penalty stroke, I want it to be of my own accord. I mean, hell, we're wandering over to the right anyway, but we aimed way over to the left. Okay, we're within 200 yards, so let's see what it tells us to use here, which iron. It's saying to hit the 3 iron again. Guys, this is kind of cool. This is really cool. Ping I2. It's got the patent number on it, so maybe I can use that to find out when these were manufactured, but I won't do it right now. We've got a little bit of a tailwind. The ball's gonna kind of wander right, so I'm hitting a 3 iron right now into the green. Old school style, like golfers used to in several decades ago. That's really cool. Toey mess. It's gonna end up looking more like a layup, but we'll see if we can get over there. To get a 3 iron to do anything at all, I think is pretty admirable. So we're not too pissed off about that shot. If you guys can find these, if you so desire, you can find these Ping I irons on eBay for dirt cheap. Just remember, if you go for the beryllium copper ones, you're gonna pay anywhere from double to infinity. I saw a nice polished up set for $2,000. If you paid $2,000 for an old school set of irons, I don't know if you'd bag them or not. That was pulled, but it's still going to be a par. We're okay with par. We do need to get rid of a few of these pesky strokes we've racked up, but I'm perfectly okay with a par. 200 and something yards. Let's just hit one up toward the green, and hopefully we don't slice into the water. We'll hit driver here. We may not get to use one of the Ping I2 irons on this hole, but there will be more. That might be all right. Really nice shot there. We'll take that. We'll finish this hole out and see what kind of TikTok bonanza I've got here for you. I found a few while I was sitting on the toilet earlier. TikTok is trash, so it only makes sense that I would find my stuff while I'm on the toilet. On in 3, so I gotta make this. No, I don't, I'm good. On in 2, I forgot we had a good drive. If I cannot pull this, we'll go lose one of these pesky strokes here. Nice. That's probably a little loud to you guys, huh? All right, we're back down to 2 over. Very nice. Okay, we've got 125 yards into the green, and it's telling me to use my Ping I2 8 iron. 120 yards with an 8, 125 yards with an 8 iron. Pretty unheard of. Oh wait, I owe you a TikTok. Let's see if this gets me nice and spun up. Hey Foof. Yeah, I found them at my local shop today. I do need to polish them up. The only thing that's really fucking me up is these shitty old Ping grips. Some of them are a little bit tacky, but some of them are kind of getting hard. And I didn't want to spend an hour and a half re-gripping all of them, or I would have. I probably should have. Let's see what I got for fucking TikToks here. All right, here's another one of these like the one we did yesterday. This one says, I want men only to answer this. As a woman, what can we offer you so you wouldn't leave us for another woman? Be respectful. Men want to be admired, women want to be adored. So men, you need to adore your women. Women, you need to admire your men. If you try to take any shortcuts on stuff like that, you're going to find yourself in a lot of failed relationships. That's personally what I want, and I don't mean admired in probably the way you think I do. Just if I change the oil on your car or run a mower over the lawn, just say thank you. And when you're looking good, and maybe some days when you're not, and I know you just need to hear it, I'm going to tell you you look cute or your hair looks nice. And I've been married for 25 years, so I think I've got an okay bead on what a relationship looks like. But that's what I want from a woman. And I'm not in the market or anything, but that was a little nasty, but we should be okay. That was thin, but I think that was our club. So that was the Ping I2 plus 8 iron there. Red dot, I wish it was black dot. It's not, we're over it. I'll get a hosel bender and we can fix that pretty easy. Oh, Foof, I'm sorry. I didn't see all your stuff. Yeah, Foof, I already talked about the lofts and all of that stuff. The lofts are actually lower on these. So you see I was using an 8 iron to do a 125 yard shot. I've got pitching wedge through 2 iron in here. And that ranges all the way from about 100 yards to about 200 and something yards. So the gapping's not quite perfect, but I really don't think that I'm the type of golfer where that should matter yet. I saw you put some more stuff in. Sorry, dude. I have the whatever of a goldfish. Okay. I have a loft chart up here somewhere for the Ping I2 Plus. Can we zoom in on this, or what's going on? I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is the year of the clubs I have, but you said the 7's a 35. Yep. Okay, I see what you're saying. They're higher lofted. Foof is correct. I've got my facts backwards. I needed to hit a golf ball here. If I remember what I'm doing here. These clubs are going to seem weaker than normal clubs. Okay, not bad. I'd be pretty happy with that shot if I was playing this course in real life. 315 is too far away, so since Foof's in the chat, we're going to hit driver off the deck. We could hit a 3-wood, but it's a video game and my mortgage isn't on the line, so it's more fun to hit driver off the deck. I think the 3-wood would have gone further, but that was a bit of a piss missile. We're still good. 200 yards or so. 105. We would have never got there regardless of how well I picked that ball off the turf. We're just having a good time. So it's telling me to use my Ping I9 iron here for this shot. Boy, these grips are fucked up. I should have just re-gripped them. I buy grips in bulk, but I didn't do it because I'm a stupid shit. That might be our number. Nope, a little too strong. Pretty straight though, just a little too strong by about 10 yards. Guys, if you do the bag mapping in GS Pro, make sure you warm up first and then do the bag mapping, or else your gapping is going to be really weird until you get warmed up. It's complicated. Just don't go into a bag mapping cold is what I'm saying. Or your shit will be all fucked up and you'll be mad at GS Pro, even though you should probably already be mad at GS Pro. We're playing 10 stimp. I don't expect to sink a lot of those miracle putts. I'm just hoping to get into the circle. That's all I need. Foof's got a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, Foof, I wouldn't send them back to Ping. I'll just bend them myself. They were only $100 for 2-through pitching wedge, so I'm not really invested. And I may look for a 1-iron. No, the sim just has you hit. It just has you hit 5 balls with each club, dude. You know how GS Pro is. You think they do anything fucking extraordinary or out of the ordinary, man? Hell no, they ain't gonna do that. The lab software might let me do something like that. That would probably be more accurate. So if I hit to the end of this fairway, guys, I fucking hate holes like this. If I hit to the end of this fairway, I go 215 and I got a $160 into the pin on a par 4. If I try to fly this, I got to carry 310, which is that's not who I am. So I'm just going to hit the ball and we're going to have it land in this rough up here before this creek, and that's going to be good enough. I fucking hate divided fairways on par 4s. I don't understand why anybody would do that, why any course designer would do that. Foof's pretty much a golf connoisseur. Maybe he knows why they do it. But basically what it's doing is it's hamstringing the golfer, in my opinion, and I think it's stupid. I don't understand it. Okay, we're going to be up, I don't know, 20, 30 yards in front of this creek. We're going to be hitting out of the rough, which sucks. But we're hitting 110 and it's telling us to use a 9-iron. It's telling us to use the Ping I2 9-iron. Wonder what year these were made. These are going to look shit hot when I polish them up too. Foof, it's Bucyrus in Ohio. I think Hazel Rocket Golf did this course a few weeks ago for his league. And I bitched about everything I'm going to bitch about today. I bitched about in his league because that's what I do is I bitch about shit. I'm a cynic. I don't know how old the course is, but since I'm not adding a lot of comedic value to the chat today because I don't have any energy, let's go ahead and look it up. Bucyrus Golf Course, Ohio build date. Okay, we're still on images. Obviously a very beautiful course. Yeah, Foof, it says it was built in 1925. And it says the initial 18 holes were opened in 1925. In 1992, architect Barry Seraphin designed and blended 9 new holes to make it a full 18. So for quite a long time, almost 70 years, it was only a 9-hole course. But yeah, it's 100 years old last year. So good call on that, brother. We're 2 over after 7. We got 110 into the pin, and I think it's telling us to use a 9-iron. I am gaming these tomorrow. We're playing 9 holes at Schneider's Bluff, West Point, Utah, and I'm absolutely gaming these irons. But I think I'll have regripped them before then. Good shot. I wish it had stayed in the circle, but you know the saying. You can wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up quicker. We should be able to pull a birdie out here unless I push or pull the ball too far. But you can see that 9-iron. That 9-iron felt buttery smooth. They don't feel clicky. They don't feel bad. I was so excited when I found these at UNA today. So excited. They feel good. I just wish I'd have regripped them. That's really my only complaint. Okay, Foof's saying, okay, we're saying the same thing. We'll see if the back nine's more modern. Oh, Alpine got a real round in today. So much more fun than the sim. Hey, dude, you're speaking my language. I love my simulator, but I love being outdoors more. I'd rather play in 40-degree weather than be in here. Alpine says he hasn't played since Thanksgiving. That is dope, and he's going to try again tomorrow. Good luck, brother. Yeah, hit him long and straight. Foof, you got the copper beryllium? Excuse me, the Beku, you got the beryllium copper ping eyes? Is that what you said? Or was there a copper version? Because I can only find this regular ass version. Dude, my buddies in the golf chat are always trying to get me to buy shit. Sons of bitches. Most of the time I oblige. So what is the range you have? Did you say you have 1 through lob? You got 1 through lob of the Bekus, dude. That's fucking insane. That is cool. Hey, you want to sell them? Hit your boy up if you do. Unless you want, like, I saw a set of those nice polished up on eBay for like $2 grand. But some people were saying that they, I don't know, there's kind of mixed stuff on the internet about the beryllium coppers versus the regular ones, but that's really cool, man. You got them all polished up and nice, or do they look their age? Have they had any lip filler? All right, since we just put a ball in a fairway, which is a pretty rare event with me, let's take a look at a TikTok. Guys, as the week wears on, I'm feeling much less spicy, so hopefully we got something here for you. We already had one that says, what do I got to offer a man so he won't leave? This one's not really that good, but this girl says, from now on, I'm going to start telling people, you're committed to misunderstanding me, and I don't care to explain myself to you. You guys, I'm sure every one of you has somebody in your life, maybe several of them, that are just so goddamn stubborn that you can't tell them anything, you can't explain anything to them. If you tell them the sky's blue, they say, no, it's not, it's green. Like, everybody's got one of those guys or gals in their lives. So what this gal is saying is, to those people who are basically committed to misunderstanding you, don't even waste your time with them. I've got a person like that in my life, and our relationship surely has suffered because of the fact that this individual is just so fucking contrary all the time. All right. We're playing into a green that's below us with a tailwind. GS Pro's telling us to use our 8 iron, our Ping I2 8 iron. I think we may go a bit long, but I only mapped the bag right before this episode, so here we go. I slapped it a little, and yeah, we went a little long. Should have hit a 9, but we're fine. Let me see if I can roll this toward the pin. Guys, when your gut tells you to hit a golf shot, just hit it. I knew I should have hit a 9 there. We had the wind at our back and we were hitting downhill off the fairway. There's every reason this shot went further than it was supposed to. And because this green is canted so bad, we're probably going coast to coast. You guys, I did what I could. I think that was a little bit thin. This is just a tough green. All right, there we go. I think we lost one of those birdies. Yeah. We're back to 2 over. Dude, don't feel bad. It was the guy on eBay's responsibility to see what those were worth. I'm not even very smart, and I found out pretty quickly that the beryllium copper ones are worth twice what the other ones are worth. Don't feel bad, dude. Now, the guy regripping your clubs at the shop shitting himself that's kind of funny. For the folks in the chat, when's the last time you shit yourself? Like, for real? Like, were you drunk? Did you have too much coffee and you weren't somewhere where you could stop and take a shit? I feel like shitting yourself as a dude is a badge of honor. Like, I can remember specific points in my life where I shit my pants as an adult. I can remember what the circumstances behind it were, and it's a badge of honor to me. Like, I legit was here at this time, pissed drunk on tequila, and I shit my fucking pants. So if you guys want to share any stories about shitting your pants in the chat, feel free. We'll hit a couple more shots and I'll tell you about one of the times I shit my pants. It was like 10 years ago, so like my mid-30s. That felt pretty good. That thing's headed way to the right though. I don't know, guys. I'm not putting too much stock into this shit anymore. 150 out of the rough, and it's saying to use the Ping I2 6 iron. I'm thinking we might come up a bit short unless I flush this. Yeah, I mean, I hope you're gaming them. Yeah, GS Pro is GS Pro. Foof says he's more curious at how many people keep spare underwear in their glove box. I don't keep a spare underwear in any of my glove boxes. I will just be real honest with you. Although shitting your pants is a badge of honor as a man, I don't plan for it. It just happens to me. I think we careened off a tree branch. That might have been our shot. Guys, GS Pro be doing fucking GS Pro things. There's really nothing you can do about it. I am very happy with the way these old clubs feel. I can see what the hype's about. And now I might start looking into a set of beryllium coppers. But only once I figure out my polishing game. Please go in that hole. All right, guys, disaster averted. Parsky, we're 2 over after 10 holes. I'm not going to be able to do 2 rounds today. I spent too much time mapping my bag. Nobody's going to tell a story in the fucking chat about a time they shit their pants as an adult. Really? Especially the kind of crowd I draw on this channel with my potty mouth and my fucking antics. Nobody's gonna share a story, huh? All right, guys, if I get a hold of driver, I'll go in the water. Tell you what, let's hit this 2-iron. It shouldn't go that far. Be prepared. I think if I threw some spare underwear in each of my glove boxes, my wife would ask me what in the fresh hell I was doing, but she'd probably think it was funny. And we're down 10 feet. You guys, if I can pure this 2-iron, it feels good. Obviously, I don't need to say that, but it should go near the end of that fairway. Also, I haven't hit one of these off of a tee yet. That was fucking striped. But you can see it's coming over. Uh, 200 carry in the lab software, 227 total distance. Obviously, that's very dependent on a bunch of stuff. The lab software doesn't take anything into account, so good shot. It's not a long par 4, but we're 65 yards out with a 2-iron. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so Foof's never shit himself in a public setting. All right, if you guys don't want to tell a story, I got one. I'll tell you my first one from high school. I'm in shop class and we're welding mild steel. And if you guys ever welded in shop class, you know that there's like separate little booths and you like close the curtain behind you so that other people aren't going blind from the arc. But I'm in there welding, I'm stick welding something. And I'm a teenager, I know I have to poop, but I don't want to go to the fucking bathroom because I got to get a hall pass and all of that shit. So I'm kind of ass puckered. You guys may say this doesn't count as shit in your pants, but I went in, I was welding something up and I couldn't hold it anymore. I let a little fart and then I shit in my underwear. So at that point in time, I'm trying to be real coy about it because my fucking butt cheeks are covered in shit, my butt crack's covered in shit. And his name was Mr. Decker. That was my shop teacher. And he was not a very nice person. He didn't like me very much. But I wasn't a very likable person. Think of me now, but like 25 years ago as a teenager. Just an absolute fucking shithead. I get a hall pass. I waddle down to the bathroom. It's not very far from my shop class. I go in a stall. I take my underwear, I take my coveralls and my underwear off. I do the best I can to clean myself up. And then I take my underwear and I bundle them up in some toilet paper and I throw them in the trash in the bathroom. And I think that was one of my last classes of the day, so I went home after that. But when I was in high school, I either rode my bike to school, my BMX bike, or I took the bus, depending on the day. So I either sat on the bus, commando, no underwear on under my blue jeans, or I rode my bike home, commando, no underwear on under my blue jeans. That's one of the first times I shit my pants. I've got one more for you that happened about 10 years ago. But let's hit this shot. Ball's going to want to go left. We got to hit like 65 yards. That might be all right. Nope, that's super short. Carry. Oh, we lost like 20 yards of carry out of that lie. Guys, I don't, just take what GSPro says with a grain of salt. It's not good software. It's a golf simulator built on the Unreal Engine, and this software has so many dozens and dozens of problems. It's not even really funny at this point. Okay, here's a nice little shot. We'll see what it's calling for here. 6 iron, 147 downhill's calling for a 6 iron. Let's hit a 7 iron and see what happens. Yeah, I had a bunch of pottery classes too because I was always into doing stuff where I worked with my hands, but eventually I got into auto shop and wood shop and welding and shit. None of which I use to this day. None of which I did in the military when I was on active duty. So there you have it. But it counted as credit toward me graduating. At the time I thought that high school was my only problem and I just needed to graduate and everything would be fine. Little did I know that after high school ended was when life really began, and then that's when shit started to hit the fan, right? I'm sure a lot of people in here can identify with that. If I can just graduate high school, I can start my life and move out and everything will be better. Yeah, right, dude. You're out of your fucking mind. It's headed a little to the right, and I think it's going to be short. Maybe we should have hit a 6. It wasn't pure, though. If you guys saw that bounce that ball just took in the grass, completely unnatural, and it would not do that in real life. It is fucking crazy to me how long this software has been out, and these developers cannot, will not, I don't know, fix the physics. Very weird to me. Now, I'm inclined to putt from here, but if we've got a phantom collider on the green, I'm going to hit it and say a bunch of mean shit. But for the sake of getting out of this hole, because I got to make this for par, I'm just going to putt. Should switch. 12 feet. We need to hit like a 15-foot putt, and it's pretty leaky. Let's go over there. All right, there was no phantom collider. Never up, never in. If that had been a little more firm, we'd have been fine. Yeah, Foof's saying his dad knew a guy that lost a couple fingers in shop class running a table saw. The blade gripped and pulled the board and yanked his hand directly into the saw blade. That's weird, dude, because on a table saw, the saw blade is spinning toward you. That's why it shoots the fucking wood into people's like guts and rib cages and fucks them up. But that sucks. My wood shop teacher was missing his index finger. He was a dick though, so he didn't give a shit. His name was Mr. Douglas. It's funny I can remember shit from high school, but I can't remember somebody I met 2 years ago. Things were exciting back then. You didn't know what information you needed to remember and what information you didn't need to remember, so maybe that's got something to do with it. A little Healy fairway finder, but that's slicing so bad it won't even be on the fairway. If we can keep getting this to roll. Okay, now go that way. We're fucked. Maybe we could punch out of here. Yeah, I mean, Guys, I was like a professional woodworker for about 10 years. My shop's still up on Etsy, but I think it's completely like shut down. There's nothing on it. And there's some machinery you use gloves with, and there's other machinery that you don't use gloves with. That's as simple as I can put it. It's telling us to hit an 8-iron out of the rough. I'm going to stripe an 8-iron and see if we can get through this tree, but that's just for the sake of moving on along with the round. I'm not trying to get a high score or nothing here. That actually worked. All right. This grip is weird. I feel bad putting new grips on these vintage clubs, but I don't know, man. They're fucking my hands up pretty good. Hey, Mick, how are you? Good day, mate. It's nice to see you. What sucks about getting degloved when you're running a lathe is that other bad shit happens too. I used to follow the rules in the beginning, but as I got more and more proficient at woodworking, I just started doing whatever I wanted to do. And I've only cut myself one time, and that was a few years ago. That ain't gonna go. We're at 10 stimp. Go, 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 go. All right, guys, we got out of jail free with the approach shot, but I keep forgetting we're on 12 stimp. Excuse me, 10 stimp, so it's hard for my mind to tell me how far to hit the ball. Oh, fuck. Come on, man. All right, let's try to put this one in. What's this for bogey? I don't really want a double, but we're just having a good time. We're hitting the vintage Ping I2 pluses, not the beryllium coppers. I'm not that cool. Oh my fuck. Okay, guys, we just took a double. Honestly, this GS Pro is such a fucking video game joke to me that I just haven't really cared. 260. Let's look at a TikTok. I'll probably be on time for dinner today. What do I got? Okay, so some of you guys that have been in the chat a lot recently, watching me read these TikToks, you can see that the ladies are all over the place. They do want you to look at them and oogle them and adore them, and they don't want you to look at them. They do want you to be chivalrous. They don't want you to be chivalrous. They do want you to pursue them. They do not want you to pursue them. This gal says, I'm sorry, but in what world are women supposed to thrive in their feminine energy when their man does not offer safety, security, or stability? You guys, I know most of my viewers are men. If you as a man are not offering the woman and the women, your sisters and your moms and your grandmas and your spouses, safety, security, and stability, you're not doing it right. And I'm not saying I condone gender roles or whatever, but we're bigger and stronger than them. We're faster than them. We can take more abuse than them. Our skin is literally 5 times thicker than a female's skin. You think I'm full of shit being a fucking misogynist? Look it up. It's true. I had a female dermatologist tell me that, so I guess put that in your pipe and smoke it. I don't agree with some of the shit that she's saying. It shouldn't be the man's job solely to make sure that she's safe, secure, and stable. But guys, make sure you're doing what you need to do as men, okay? Whatever you think that is, do it, but don't be letting the women in your life down. Okay? It's our job as men. We're bigger, stronger, faster. This next one's okay. If you disagree, I'd love to hear your thought on it. Yeah, Mick, that putt was dog shit. I would love to play courses that you guys have in real life. The problem is there ain't one motherfucker ever in my year and a half on YouTube that suggested me that I play a course, so I can't do what I don't know to do. Secondly, some of your courses aren't going to be on here, as Foof alluded to. My home courses aren't even on here. But if your course is on GS Pro or it's behind a Patreon paywall from Pac-Man or TechBud or whoever, I will subscribe to their Patreon to get the course if you guys tell me what you want to see, and it's available on GS Pro. Not a huge fan of the league and the tournament grind right now. I just think there's too many people that have figured out how to use and abuse this software, and us normal people don't have a chance. Even guys that are close to scratch in real life don't have a chance on here. Now, if you're close to scratch in real life and you figure out how this software works and how to sidestep some of its bullshit, then yeah, you're gonna fucking wreck house. But that's a little bit leaky. We should have an open shot to the green, 200 yards. So it's telling me to hit my Ping Eye 3-iron, but we're out of rough and we're into a slight wind and we're going slightly uphill. So what I'm going to do is hit the 2-iron instead, which, my God, this grip is so worn out. This is going to hurt if it twists in my hand. I'm going to hit the 2-iron instead. Mick, is that course on GS Pro? Oh yeah, Steve, you did suggest Mountain Home. I guess I'm a dirty liar. Yeah, we did play that course. That's right. That's my bad, dude. I can only say sorry so many times, guys. All right, let's hit this Ping Eye 2 plus 2-iron here. That's a lot of 2s. We ready? It was fucking striped, but it's slicing over. Oh, that felt so good. Oh my God, that felt good. All right, we're in another conundrum here, but it's no sweat. No sticks, no seeds, no stems. We're not here to score well. We're just here to have fun, have a good conversation. We got 66 yards out of the rough. I'm guessing we're going to hit us a tree or two. Let's see if we can't get this over there. All right, so I fucking hit that ball hard because I thought we were going to hit a tree. It doesn't matter. We get to try the shot again. That hit none of that tree. You guys, that was a risky shot, and I took it up the tailpipe on that one. Let's just hit a normal shot here. It still didn't go. So you had one that went OB and one that didn't go far enough. You can't fucking win. Should have punched, maybe. Can we make this putt, you guys? We're putting for double, so if we miss it, it's a trip. What do we got here? 7 feet. We'll try to make the ball in the hole. Maybe right there. All right. Double bogey. So we're up to 7 over. I'd say that's perfectly fine for using a vintage set of irons here. I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. What's in the chat? Oh, Steve, you can't be my number, man. You got the bar set too low. I appreciate the kind words, but nobody should look up to me. All right, let's rip the driver here. Keep the face closed a smidge. See if we can't get something down the fairway. That's going to be a lovely little drive there. Okay, spoke too soon, still not bad. Our caddy's telling us to use a 9-iron. We got 100 yards into the pin. I'll oblige. You guys, here's the Ping I2 plus 9-iron. I'd really love to polish these up, but I didn't go buy the stuff yet. And they need grips before they need to be polished. Function before fashion, right? Nice little shot there. We'll see if we're on the pin. We are on the pin. Little too far though. Little too far. You guys, it's so crazy having a 2 and a 3 iron in the bag. I actually kind of love it. We'll get these re-gripped and then they'll be ready to go to game tomorrow. We need to hit this about 20 feet here. Can she go in? Fuck no, she can't. You'll roll right over the edge of the hole. You guys, no comment. I've already gone on many a rant about GS Pro's physics around the cup on the green. There's really no use in talking about it anymore. Foof, I got the red dots because that's all they had. But I'm not really noticing a big difference. I haven't been golfing long enough to know anyway. Now, if it was something way outside of the black dot, like way upright or way whatever the opposite is, I probably would have left them on the shelf. Went off the chart, it would be either red dot for me or black dot. Yeah. Same here, dude. I'm about 6'1". I forgot what my wrist to floor measurement is, but I'm not good enough to know the difference. Now, if they were way off, I'm sure I'd be feeling it by now. That should be another good little drive, probably in the left side. Oh, hell no, that's going on the green. All right, so we're putting for eagle. We can get rid of one of these pesky strokes. That was a good drive. It only went 265 too. It only carried 240. You guys, I just haven't had the energy lately. I think I have mono. Let's see here, 18. We need to hit about 16 feet on 10 stimp. Looks like it gave us that birdie. Much appreciated. Hey, C. Gambino, how are you? Good to see you, sir. Hola. Yeah, I like the ping colored dot system. I thought it was new, but apparently they did, what's his name? Karsten, what's his name's been doing it since the beginning. He's probably passed away by now, but guys, can I offer another piece of advice as a man speaking to mostly other men? Don't be chicken shits. If you're going to call somebody out, do it directly. Don't do it with a pseudonym. Don't do it with another handle. If you're going to be a fucking dick to somebody, be a fucking dick to them directly. My name's Shelby, and I think you're a dick. Right? And then be prepared for whatever ramification follows after that. You might get in a fist fight. You might get shot. Or that person might say, well, Shelby, why do you think I'm a dick? Let's talk about this. Right? That's not a likely scenario, but if you're getting in other people's fucking chats with a pseudonym or like a burner screen name so you can talk shit, quit being fucking stupid and just talk shit directly to the person. Okay, that felt really good, and it felt like a lot of the other shots I've hit in this round, but it's fucking like gone. 55 yards to the right. I don't get it, guys. What do we got here? I got to tell you another story about how I shit my pants a few years ago. Mick says, my name is Shelby and I think you're a ball bag. This is true. Foof, you're quite the golf connoisseur, dude. Karsten Solheim died in 2000. C. Gambino says he's going to get some league play in. There's so many leagues, dude, I can't even keep up with them anymore. You guys, we're 270 yards out. I'm probably going to slice around this tree, but Foof will get on my ass if I don't hit driver off the deck here, and our score is fucking shot anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're going to hit driver off the deck out of the rough and see what happens. Think we can get through there? Ping G430 driver off the deck. That ain't bad. It's going to get up there. Go, you motherfucker. Go! All right, guys. I mean, how do you even complain about that shot? Honestly. Granted, it almost rolled out 100 yards. That's what happens when you hit driver off the deck out of the rough. You're probably going to hit a fucking little piss missile. I don't know what to do. And then that's how you blow a perfectly good fucking birdie, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Turbo Talon Golf. How do you miss a fucking chip shot that close, dude? This is why I can't score well in the simulator. Bar none. Well, one of many reasons. Let's see here. About 15 feet. All right. So I just about DOD'd it onto the fucking green and I got a par. I think I did that yesterday or the day before too. This is the kind of quality programming you fuckers can expect here. What's in the chat? Mick says, talking about shitting yourself, Mick shit himself last year. Okay, Mick, so you had food poisoning. Mick's story is exactly like my story. You fucking ruined it for me, dude. Fuck. Yeah, Foof, it's cut a few strokes off my rounds here lately. Like, no shit. I'm going to start thinking about doing it outside. Will Mick shit his pants from fucking food poisoning? I have the same story. My wife got some surgery down in Santa Barbara, California when I was on active duty. I was stationed at Vandenberg Air Force Base. She got some surgery in Santa Barbara. And I went to the cafeteria. She was still resting before they would release her. I went to the cafeteria and got some food at the, we're talking about fucking Santa Barbara, California, folks, like Posh Central. I got something at the cafeteria, and we got home a few hours later, and I started feeling like the shivers and shit. Like I knew what was going on. I was like, babe, I've got food poisoning. She's recovering from a surgery, so like I was her caretaker, and I'm fucking on the toilet. Like I don't even know how there's anything left to come out. Like I'm dehydrated. I can't drink or eat enough to like overcome how much I'm shitting my pants. Well, I was shitting in the toilet at that point. And then lo and behold, I think my shit's empty, and I think we're on the downslope, and I wake up in a fucking puddle of diarrhea. So yeah, dude, same thing. Good to meet you. Yeah, food poisoning is, like, I didn't feel too bad, but like, nothing would stay inside of me. It was just fucking squirting brown water into the toilet, dude. Free enema. Okay, we got 196 yards. My caddy's telling me to hit a 3-iron. Ping I2 plus 3-iron. I'm going to run this patent number through the internet search and see what I can find out for the year of these irons. But they're treating me well. I'm just not puring them, so we may slice this guy, but that's okay. When you don't have a nice shallow swing, you're probably going to slice some golf balls. Probably ought to get over it. Figure your swing out. Oh, I moved it to the left. It's coming over a little, though. Oh, that'd have bounced right up on the green. You guys, that'd have been just a fucking magnifique shot. All right. Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice fucking shot. Oh no, Flying Fat Kid. I didn't get the black dots. I got red dots. No, black's flat. Black's flat, red to something. They've been using the same color scheme since fucking the 70s or something. But yeah, they were $100. It's 2 through pitching wedge. It was $100 at my local shop. Please get in the circle. This cock-sucking thing is going to make me putt. All right, we're on the 18th hole. We had some rough holes, but I'd say this isn't a bad score for using a 40-year-old set of irons and having a damn good time doing it at that. Somebody else in the chat got new clubs today too, didn't they? Why don't you tell us about them, Flying Fat Kid? Go ahead, buddy, tell us. We're waiting with bated breath. Unless you don't want to. All right, guys. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. But 6 over with a nasty old set of irons that I didn't even re-grip. I'm probably going to get a blister right there. I'm cool with that. I'm copacetic with that. Yeah, everybody wants a beryllium set, buddy. Everybody wants a beryllium set. So Flying Fat Kid got him a set of Malt BTS 4 irons. Almost as nice as these Ping I2s. Almost. Boom, boom. Whee! All right, guys, let's check out a shitty TikTok or two, and then I got to go in and eat dinner with Mama. Let's see if we've got a better one. Do we have a better one? All right, we have two more. All right, guys, in the same vein as these TikToks we've been seeing from these females, this gal's name is Claire, and her caption says, "Marry me. I'm willing to move in with you. I don't need much, just someone who is kind to me. I'm so lonely, and I truly want to build a life together." So regardless of whether Claire is full of shit or not, or this is a thirst trap or whatever, it doesn't matter to me. But we've had several other females in the last few days or week that have said, "I want all men to stay the fuck away from me. Don't touch me, don't look at me. I don't need your help," etc., so forth and so on. Little Claire here is saying, "Marry me. I'm willing to move in with you. I don't need much, just someone who is kind to me. I'm so lonely. I truly want to build a life together." Will someone please fucking help Claire out here? Help her out. All right. Also, Claire's got a baby, so you are going to be raising somebody else's kid. Just FYI, these are things you need to know. What else we got for our last TikTok? Here's another one. You guys, I did these while I was taking a shit after I changed and came out and mapped my bag. Please give me some grace here. Le Monde says, "My dream is to become a full-time housewife and mother. My only job for the next 20 years will be taking care of children and doing house chores. My future husband should be 100% the provider. Where can I meet this kind of soulmate?" Oh my God, fucking Le Monde. Okay? First of all, if you think you're going to be a parent for 20 years, fucking get the fuck out of here. Kids nowadays live with their parents till they're 30, and by the time your kids are 30, they'll probably live with their parents until they're 40. So maybe you want to renegotiate the contract. Guys, this is obviously nonsense, and it's just meant to get clicks and likes and comments. But I think it's funny how you've got this complete dichotomy of females. Some of them are saying, "Please whisk me away to a better place. I will be your woman and do whatever you want." And then you've got this complete other side of the fence where they're like, "I don't need you, fuck you, I don't need your money, I don't need any support from you, I'm an independent woman." You guys, and I realize the truth often, most of the time, falls somewhere in between the two sides, okay? I'm not stupid, I wasn't born yesterday. It's just I find these TikToks very interesting. What do we got in the chat? Hashtag raise another man's kid for love. The only way I'm raising another man's kid is not for love, buddy. It's for something I'm not going to mention on this channel, but you know exactly what the fuck I'm getting at. Mix considering some new Callaway Apex AI 300 irons. Guys, stay away from anything that has anything to do with AI, okay? We should all really be listening to Sarah Connor. Skynet is a real thing, and Skynet is growing more powerful every day. So don't buy AI golf clubs, okay? Don't do it. Hey guys, pro tip, you can make any irons feel soft by using a graphite shaft. Just saying. Pick your favorite iron head. Like I got these Mizuno Pro 221s and they feel like shit. But I bet if I put some graphite shafts on them, they feel buttery smooth. So just use whatever club you want and then get graphite shafts. There's the secret. There's the secret sauce. Let's see if these still feel like shit. Yep, they still feel like shit. What do we got on here? True Temper Dynamic Gold S300s. And this, I picked a pitching wedge up. Did I hit it off the center of the face? Let's try again. That was a little bit thin. And then I gotta go eat. Okay, that felt a lot better. Anyway, I digress. Also, I'm just kidding. You guys use whatever irons you want to use. Yeah, graphite does make your shit a lot lighter. All right, guys, I appreciate all of the participation in the chat. I don't have time for another round. Aussie just popped into the chat, guys. I simply cannot. These Ping i2 Pluses already feel pretty soft. I don't think I'm going to reshaft them, but they're going to get new grips probably tonight after dinner. No beer, dude. I can't drink anymore. I look at a beer and I'm hungover for 2 days. It's probably going to be tacos or nachos because we're trying to get rid of a bunch of seasoned ground beef we cooked. Ask Flying Fat Kid. I only had like half a beer when I was visiting him. I'm not joking. I get hungover so freaking easy. Okay, guys, this has been a Turbo Talon Golf production. We had a lot of fun. Ping i2 Plus irons that I found for $100 today, 2 through pitching wedge. I look forward to gaming them at the golf course tomorrow. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We do need to get the gapping figured out, but I think we're pretty close. Again, thanks for your participation in the chat. This is Turbo Talon Golf. I'm seriously signing off this time. We'll see you guys not tomorrow. I'm playing real golf tomorrow, but if some snow comes in or something, I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you Thursday. Later, everybody.